Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you to the newest show to hit the cosmic portal. It is called Capes and Cases. I showed you the intro to, of course, the Dogs of Gotham. I am, of course, Detective Rand, but Detective Garrett is not with us. He is busy away at a convention, but this is Capes and Cases. So we have our uh, correspondent reporter from Metropolis, Marky Mark,
How's it
as we
going?
go through talking about right now. The biggest thing, of course, for DC is this Netflix, Discovery Warner's bidding war,
Yeah.
right? It is no secret that we are big fans of the Snyderverse, but um, Marky Mark, he loved the new Superman movie,
Well,
right, Mark?
all right. So the way I'll put it, I did enjoy the new Superman movie because it was more. I know most people don't like it because the Snyderverse, he was a darker Superman. He didn't really save anybody. This goes back to Superman being that Boy Scout that he always is. That's why I enjoyed it. When you think about Superman, he does go out of his way to save certain animals. Christopher Reeves did it, where he rescued a cat out of a tree. But when it comes to, we got to the point where I love Zack Snyder's Superman because it was dark, but he wasn't really doing that Superman type thing. He was just being, you know, a hero, but he wasn't going out of his way to save anybody. So that was the big problem with that. But
I don't know if that was a big problem because this is a guy who just got his abilities, where you had this guy doing it for 3 years and got his ass waxed in the first two
well,
minutes of the movie.
he got his ass
I don't
whacked.
know there, Mark.
But it was Ultraman that did it, or whatever they want to call him. Whatever that. Certain parts of the movie I didn't like. I didn't like that they used the word Ultraman because that's the alternate universe Superman.
Yes.
Wish they would save that for that. I didn't like that. Then you're looking at he's kind of like what you say he was what is it Bizarro because
Yeah, he was more of a Bizarro. Yeah.
he was more of a Bizarro kind of character. Then you messed that character up because you couldn't use him later since you used him in this. So there were some issues with the new Superman movie, but there were some parts that I still enjoyed. You know,
No, don't get me wrong. I just, for me, when you put the comedy in something like that, to me that was too marvelous.
yeah,
I know I got people talking about, oh man, that was Superman. I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, when I was two, that was Superman. Okay, I'm 55, and I see the world a whole hell of a lot different when I did when I was a kid.
yeah,
So I like the adultness of it. If I want a kiddie movie, I'll go to a Marvel. I'll go to a Marvel movie.
right.
That's the way I looked at it. And then the squirrel with the animated face as he's being saved. I'm like, give me, you know what I mean? Again, now by all means, if I wanted to take my grandsons who are under the age of 12 to a movie, that would be a movie I would take them to.
Right. But
And
see,
that's simply put it like that. I mean, would I personally? No, I would not. Somebody like made you've got a Superman shirt. Yes, but I got that shirt when the animated series came out,
okay.
not for this movie. You know what I mean? I saw, and that was pretty. I thought that was pretty good. I like the animated series that they had out for Superman.
Well, I was going to say
Um,
though, when you think about the cartoon stuff, DC has some fantastic
oh my god,
animated movies. And if you look at the Superman that's in the animated shows, he's more akin to the new Superman movie than Zack Snyder's Superman.
oh yeah, definitely, oh
So,
definitely. I mean,
and those movies
we're
are not kid friendly. The
no,
animated stuff.
no, that's another thing that I kind of like, especially with the rebirth of the 52. That full rebirth of the 52 universe was just outstanding.
Yeah,
I do not I The Crisis on Infinite Earths I thought was a little jumbled. I didn't really, you know what I mean?
yeah,
I mean, I like it, but I'm not like, ooh, I gotta watch it again, because there's only one part of that whole thing that I love. and at the same time, it hurt me. Kevin Conroy, who
Oh,
was
yeah,
like lines, and then I watched my whole universe get erased away, and I'm like,
yeah,
my
that's true.
God. Now I don't want anybody thinking that we're here just to shit on James Gunn's DC universe. That's not the purpose of Capes and Cases. We are DC. So let me say this. I loved Creature Commandos. I thought it was a hit. Apparently, it was not as well received as I thought it was.
I thought that was fantastic.
I look when you can make me feel, and James Gunn has a way of doing that. I When I saw Guardians of Galaxy's first trailer, I'm like, a raccoon, really? Get Rocket is my favorite character. Now, by that same token, he gives me a Rocket story at the end of this Guardians of the Galaxy. I was like, I don't care for this.
Yeah, true.
I didn't want to see this.
Yeah,
But Weasel, Suicide Squad 2, couldn't stand that character. I was like, who in their right mind puts a stupid character like that? And, I love this character because of what James Gunn shows you he goes through.
he has a huge, fantastic backstory that I think everybody should see because then I mean he shouldn't even be in jail. That's the way
No,
I look at it.
no, he should
He
not.
was good.
He should not.
And then even
So,
what is it? The robot. His backstory was fantastic.
Nazis. Da, da, da,
Yeah.
da, da. Look, we need that robot right now. I'm just saying,
Uh,
we need that robot right now.
yeah, that was a great
It was.
character.
I loved it. I tell you now, and you know this, as somebody who buys physical media, I will own that because it was, to me, it was good. I enjoyed
True.
that. I enjoyed Kite Man more than I did the Harley Quinn series because to me that was just fart jokes and f bombs, and then you wanted to show the relationship between Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn, and
Yeah.
everybody, well, we want Harley with somebody who's loving and caring. I'm like, do you know she tried to kill her at least 3 times?
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys don't. I hate that they don't know the comic version of this character, yet they want to preach to you how they want these characters to be. And the only other thing I can say is I'm tired of seeing Batman fight aliens. I want him fighting
Street level criminals.
mobsters,
Yeah, street level criminals.
mobsters, mentally, I don't know, crazies. I want him fighting crazies and
Yeah.
mobsters. This is where Batman is best at. You know what I mean? But when you
Right.
start bringing in alien invasions and all this other stuff, I'm kind of like, that's a job for Superman. Okay, you know what I
True.
mean? Let's bring this back. You know, uh, and put Batman back where he needs to be. Okay,
True.
so you guys heard that from me first. I know there's people out there going right now going, that's not Caliber. Caliber loves his I have a thing for robots and droids. Yeah, Rob. Um, so I love that aspect of it. Now James Gunn's future sadly doesn't look too bright.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
worried about that because he started another universe, and are we going to be able to see what's going on in that universe, or is it over and done with? I heard that they've spoken to what is it, Henry Cavill, that they may put him back, but then I'm like, he's much older now. I don't know if he should be Superman anymore at this point. So
well, look, I mean, with technology, what I mean. You can. I don't know. I loved him when I saw him in Black Adam. You know what I mean? And
true.
I was just like, so you could pull that off, But to me, going with this younger Superman, I was kind of like, give me a break. But I mean, I'm a little salty because I got an old Batman that was ready to go. You know what I mean? But that was Zack Snyder's vision. We got basically the retired Batman who had to come back out of retirement to
Yeah.
fight Superman. So I get it. But this takeover, There's so many people. I did something on TikTok the other day because I saw a picture of Supergirl, and they showed Batman in the dystopian world Batman, where he's got the the trench.
Yes.
Supergirl's on the floor, and Batman's walking away with the duster on, and immediately it's dead, man. Get over it. Get over it. Get over it. And I'm like, I'll never get over it because my saga was not finished. I did not get a completion. But here's what I did get, which, and I can tell you for a fact, James Gunn will never get this. Our universe was over, but Zack Snyder got another cut. He got his cut redone and reshown, which
Huge.
blew up HBO.
Yeah, it was huge.
Take what DVD sales went out the roof.
Yeah, I have it on 4K.
You won't get that. You will not get that from
actually, it's right here.
James Gunn's universe. Oh, there it is. Look at that.
I'm on 4K, so I was gonna watch it again soon.
Yeah, yeah.
So
what is this? CG in his beard. Hey, look. With that though, I mean, I am telling you now. 6 months ago, the technology was really weird as far as AI and erasing things.
Yeah.
But what is so scary now is I'm taking images and pictures, and I'm amazed at how well they're going. The AI clone thing, without paying for it, I don't know how that works, because anytime that I go to one of those sites, it's always like $39.99 right up front. And I'm like, I need to see what you got before I give you $40.
Right. True.
You know what I mean? So the technology now and the deep fake that they can do now is so much better than Luke Skywalker, saving the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Where he kind of looks all fake. And then they had the guy that came out and redid it. And you're like, you need to hire him.
Yeah.
Now just about anybody can do it and make it look good. So I don't know, Rob. I mean, they got some things, but so apparently Netflix's bid to acquire Discovery just got a boost from an unlikely source. Netflix looks to adjusting their bid offer. Now, this thing has been going on and on. So apparently everything is supposed to be by April is when they're supposed to be doing their little shareholders meeting.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully by April we'll get to know something. My thing is, as much as I am not a fan of what's going on in the in this James Gunn universe, I'm just not a fan.
Okay.
I will watch and I will praise him when I think he's got something right, but I'm not here to condemn him either. I'm not going to sit here and shit on DC. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say, hey, that's just not for me. I want him to finish his story.
I'd like somebody.
Can we get a complete story?
Somebody to finish a story, right?
Somebody to finish their vision. That's all I'm saying. Give me a complete product from beginning to end that I can say, okay, DC, here you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
The last one that they did that with was the Dark Knight series. He's the only one. Was it Nolan?
Nolan,
yeah, he's the only one that got to finish his product. Nobody else has done that recently at all. So,
and I got to be honest with you, everybody loves the last one, The Dark Knight Rises. I thought it was okay. I to me, nothing beats The Dark Knight.
Yeah,
Ledger as the Joker. Because I'm telling you, as a guy who's a Batman fan, and when he tells him, you won't kill me out of some warp reality, and I won't kill you because you're too much fun, I said, you have to kill him. You have to kill him now, because if you let him go, he is going to destroy your world.
Yeah.
And I know as a Batman fan, the number one rule is you don't kill. He's got to go. You know what I mean? I was just, for me as a fan, I'm sitting there, you got to kill him. Cut that rope. Cut it, because I'm telling you. And then to find out that we were going to get that next movie with him breaking out of Arkham. Oh my God, man, that would have been just awesome.
It's kind of sad that you don't get that story too, but yeah.
Well,
now I have to say, I still enjoyed The Dark Knight. I mean, not
Mhm,
the Batman. I thought that one that came out what 22,
mhm.
right? Something like that. That is a very good story. I cannot wait. I know he's finally finished writing. We got it cast. So I am still looking forward to the Batman Part Two to see how they carry on that story. Since it's an Elseworld story, I hope they were able to finish his, you know, his trilogy of movies, before anything else happens. So we
Well,
just don't know.
um, I gotta be honest with you. This was another thing that I was not happy with. Hearing, oh, Sparkle Boy was going to be a Batman. I was like, oh my god, give me
I
a
wasn't
break.
thrilled about it either, but he wasn't too bad. I thought he was
Oh
fun.
no, he surprised me because when
Yeah,
he came out of the shadows, well,
yeah.
what you supposed to be?
And
And he beat that thug down. I was like, he's Batman.
he was no
I
joke
was
in that.
man, no joke. I followed him. I enjoyed his interact. I even enjoyed we have a black Commissioner Gordon. I enjoyed that.
Oh yeah,
Um yeah, I thought it was going to be trash too, Rob. I really did. I'm sorry. I just was like, "Oh god, come on, give me a break."
yeah,
But it was definitely entertaining and but the thing that makes that movie even better is the Penguin television show.
yes. That was so good.
Oh, you want to talk
So
about a show that gripped you and took you to the points where uh I play, I have the VR system, so I played the Batman on the VR system is one of the first games I got for my VR system. Well, actually the game that came with it.
hmm,
And that whole thing of Batman uh with the penguin and all this other stuff. And I was
yeah.
like, I've never liked the penguin. Never liked him. Batman Returns, couldn't stand him. It's he's to me, he's a boring character. I'm sorry, just boring. I never liked the penguin.
They're trying to
But
make him. They're trying to make him do
Colin
better.
Farrell.
Yeah,
Ah,
he was perfect though.
oh my God, man. I loved his character. It's the ending when he's sitting there talking to his protege, and I'm like, no, 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 no. Oh my God. And then they show you the thing with the hooker. And
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, he's got some real deep issues.
and then he's got his mom in there watching him.
Oh my God, man. This again was something that I was like, okay, you got me. You got me.
Yeah, I mean,
You
I
got
gotta
me.
say that was well written. Matt Reeves, he did a fantastic job with that, and I would love him to, like I said, let him continue his story. His story's making money. The Penguin, how many awards did that win during the Golden
I'm
Globe?
not sure. I'm not sure. I didn't watch the Golden Globes because
Yeah,
I'm me. That I knew a lot of that stuff was going to be blah 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 blah. But I know this much.
Colin Farrell won for it though.
Oh, he should have because
And
you could barely. You only saw glimpses of him in the eyes.
I didn't even know. Yeah, because I had to tell my wife that was him, and she's like, "No, it's not." Like, no. Then she looked at him putting the makeup on, and I was like, "Yep, that's him." And then the girl, whatever, what's her name?
Oh,
She won a Golden Globe as well for her role in it.
look, I'm telling you now, if there's something else that she's going to be in, I'm going to watch it just because she acted her ass off in The Penguin. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I believed her.
Oh,
Then I felt sorry for her at the end of it.
yeah. It did. It won 9 awards at the Golden
Because
Globe. So
I have to have that. I have to have that, and it needs a season two.
yes, yes, it does.
It needs a season two. Um, I was taken back with you know what we have here saying that Netflix prepares to make another all cash bid. This was 4 days ago.
Okay.
Um, again, I'm I'm amazed Paramount made a hostile all cash bid of $77.9 billion. Isn't that amazing how you can, just toss money around like that, just
True.
billions of dollars and,
I do it every day.
you know what I mean? It's just, I mean,
Doing it every day.
yeah, so Netflix, they did 72. Paramount comes back, well, we got 77.9. You know what I mean? I got to be honest with you. Here's my only problem about all of this. If Paramount gets Warner Brothers, they want to go back to a male centric role,
Oh,
according to sources, where it's more male driven, less diverse universe.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Citing that certain people has ties to you know who.
Yeah, I know.
And I a part of me is like, you mean I'm gonna get, dudes kicking ass and stuff like that? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Netflix, Snyderverse. Where do I go?
Yeah,
Where do I go? You know what I mean? The only one who wins out of all of this is the Warner Brothers. The
true.
people at Warner Brothers. It's going to be Netflix or it's going to be Paramount that buys you up. To me, Paramount has its own problems though.
Yeah.
Paramount, they just acquired most of the stuff, the rights for like all of Star Trek and whatever else they had bought up that was connected to all that. They just paid for that, but yet you
Hey,
still have the money, billions of dollars, to go buy another network.
I don't see how that's going to work out. They're going to do something weird.
Well, I
Now,
mean,
this is one thing that I thought was kind of interesting. Like HBO,
mhm.
HBO Max app has removed all of their DC products from the streaming site. So I was like, well, I wonder where it's going since it's not up there anymore. So that was why I was thinking, well, it's going to go to Netflix because they won. But now I'm not sure where it's going. But they've removed everything this past week from off of HBO Max, so you can't see any of those things. The Justice League, Batman, Superman, all of it's gone off HBO Max now. And I was watching it
Mm.
up there.
Well, it's a good thing that you and I have most of our physical media.
I always, yeah, I have to buy physical media because I'm not going to be like, well, where can I watch it at? I don't have that channel anymore. I have it,
Yeah, right.
I have what I
Um,
want.
as a matter of fact, I think the other day I was looking around and I noticed that I had Black Adam, but I didn't have Flash, and I was like, "Wait a minute, why didn't I buy Flash?" And I said, "Oh, I remember why." And I was like, I was going to pull the trigger, and I think I like left it in. I had it in an eBay cart on another account, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I'm definitely going to get my physical media because the only ones who really lose are fans like us.
Yeah,
Because regardless of who gets it, whatever, prices are going to either skyrocket for certain things or, you know what I mean?
yep.
But guys, we're going to try to keep you posted on this whole Netflix thing. A couple days ago, Kathleen Kennedy finally, I think it was Friday, Kathleen Kennedy finally left Disney Star Wars, which is yay in a
Much,
way.
yeah.
Yeah, but I remember a bunch of people still whining and playing. Dave Filoni is just like Kathleen Kennedy, and now you're all yay. You know what I mean? It don't make sense. Make it make sense for me
Hmm.
that you guys are you're crying over one thing, and now you're praising another. Um, all I want, and I'll just be serious. They say that Snyder is talking about soloing a Batman film for Netflix.
Okay.
I'd like to see that. And I would love to see Ben reprise his role. You know what I mean? Or if you're going to do it that way, give me a younger Ben. You
Okay.
know? leading up to Batman versus Superman. You know, I don't know. Um, I am looking forward to the only great DC thing that I am looking forward to is the animated Nightfall film that is coming for DC.
Okay.
And as soon as they pre-order that thing for pre-order, and I hate doing that because it's supposed to be 3 parts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you buy one, then you buy two, then you buy three. By the end of the third one, they're gonna give you the whole set in a thing.
It's funny, like you
Yeah.
say something like that because I bought individual products, like, and then I had to go back and then buy a box set because I wanted something that was in it.
Yep.
Remember they used to give you a little action
Figure.
figure? Yeah. So I had to buy another copy, and I'm like, well, I don't want the movie. I just wanted the action figure out of the
Yeah.
movie. That's all I wanted out of it.
Look, and they're gonna get me again because, like you said, we're DC fans. That's what we do. We're gonna
Yep.
do it. We're gonna get it. So, um, to make sense of it, guys, no matter what side of the fence you're on, if you're hoping for Paramount Skydancer to get it, or if you're hoping for Netflix to get it, the only real winner is Warner Brothers,
Yeah.
because they're going to get paid, and then hopefully, the only thing that scares me about Netflix is they're only going to let these movies probably run for 3 weeks in a theater, and then they're going to yank them.
That would be sad. And then they're going to put them on their web. They're going to put them on their
Yeah,
site. Yeah,
put
that
them on
would.
the site.
And
Yeah,
you need the opportunity to see something on the big screen. Let it play for a little while. They're not doing that anymore. That's the worst
no,
part.
yeah. It's really getting to that point now where we don't have anything worth going to the screens for. Um, uh, Everybody's excited for Supergirl. I wish Supergirl the best of luck. Um,
I'm
I
looking
I
forward to it.
I just I will cast my sails on the high seas because I can't. I just can't. I can't do it. Um, I just didn't see anything. You know what I mean? Her whole entrance and stuff for that movie was kind of ridiculous for me, and I was just like, And then Lobo doesn't have a big part of it,
Yeah.
so I was like, But I am still rooting for her. I am still rooting for her. I hope enough of you go out and see it. Please make an effort if you're a DC fan and you like, um, you know, Superman and Supergirl, and you like what you saw in the first movie. Please go out and support this movie. Um, Again, we are not here. We are not here to bash. No connection. No. We're not here to bash, but we are, trying to tell you, it is what it is. If you like it, please go support it. If not, you say your piece online and then move on. There's no
Yeah.
sense of beating something to death and being belligerent about it and you know causing a look at that, Mark. There you go. The DC reviewer. Dun, dun, dun. We hope you guys enjoyed this show. We're going to be more active every 2 weeks. Me and Mark will be back. We might be joined by some other people. The intro will be done. I made a killer intro. I made a killer intro for this. And when I started getting everything that I was getting together to do what I was getting to do, good thing Mark called me up because I was sitting there just being as peaceful as can be. Like, what are you talking about? We got a show today? All
Yeah.
right, hold on. So, again, we want to thank all of you who joined us. Rob, guys, Mr. Rob Ash, Virginia Imperial Renegades, is up at MarsCon on Newtown Road, or Greenwich Road, Holiday Inn. Please go see him. He's a man of 1,000 cosplays. He's one of the channel's greatest champions and friends. Rob always is with us, and he's got the duct tape. If you missed it, Rob's got it. You know what I mean? If you got to step away from the table, Rob's got it. So go say hi. Rob also always has some great giveaways. So go stop by his table, go say hi. Also, we have Geek Fandoms NC, LLC in the dealer's room at MarsCon. Go see them and say hi. Tell them that Capes and Cases sent you.
Oh yeah,
So they'll get a chuckle out of that. And then of course you have Virginia
Nerd Alliance.
Nerd Alliance, uh, formerly 757 Geek Fandoms. Go say hi to Jedi Joe and his wife Vanessa. So there you have it in a nutshell. Either way you go, Netflix, Skydance,
Yep.
it's going to be a toss up. Hopefully by April, we'll know who's going to win and what's going on. We'll keep you posted as much as we can here as we talk about some of the other DC news. Marky Mark and I are also reading the new Batmans, which reminds me, Mark, I did not go pick up the latest. I was supposed to do it when I got home. I forgot because they stayed open until 8 o'clock, and
Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
drove straight here. So tomorrow I'm going to go up there, get those books, hopefully before I meet up with you guys, and then I can do the stuff. All right. All right, then. So, guys, I want to thank the correspondent from Metropolis, Marky Mark. I am, of course, Detective Rand from the Detectives of Gotham. Anything else, Mark?
No, I think we'll bring you something new next time. Not quite sure what it will be yet, but we'll come up with something.
Sounds good to me. Enjoy your evening.